It's the Digital Board Gamer here. Today we're going to take a look at my top 5 played games of February 2025. I do play a lot of new games, so that way I learn all the beta games, the full releases, and whatnot. But there are 3 games on this list that did not come out this month. So I think it's a cool way to look at the top games I play, maybe show you a few games that aren't new games on BGA for you to explore. I played a total of 154 games in February. I won 61 of them, and I played a total of 41 different games. So number 5 is Daybreak. It's a free game, not a premium game. It's a cooperative game. It's the same designer that made Pandemic. Came out 2 years ago, rated 694, 7.7 on BGG. This was a game I was introduced physically, liked it so much, it's on BGA, then I played it 6 times on BGA last month. In this game, you're basically fighting global warming. You're trying to prevent the world from collapsing. Each of you will be a country or countries, and it's a real cool game where you're basically kind of engine building. You're going to have 5 piles, you're going to stack up these icons, and then depending on what icons are in each stack, we'll do certain things. Draw power is really powerful. Filtering is really powerful. You have to get rid of emissions and so on. It's a lot of fun. It's a really cool co-op. It plays decently on BGA. Sometimes you have to not finish your turn because you need to wait for somebody to do something. So it's a little bit negative in that aspect, but it does play okay turn-based. Real time may be a little bit better just because of the little bit of interaction with each other, but there's not a ton. Overall, I think it's a great experience. It's a great game to play. I like co-op games, and this one's pretty fun. Number 4, Great Western Trail El Paso. I played this one 9 times. This one just came out this week, full release. So I played it a lot in beta because I really enjoyed Great Western Trail. This one's not in print yet, but it's coming out really soon. It is a much lighter and somewhat shorter game of Great Western Trail. A couple big differences. You share buildings here. The workers are now on cards that go into your deck. Cool part is when you draw them, they kind of go down here into like a reserve area until you use them. You can discard them for a bonus, or you can use them to do their related ability like buying cattle or buildings, that kind of thing. They change what the train does, so now there's a train up here instead of moving a train along the top. There's still goals that you need to achieve. There are several different paths to winning. Overall, I like this one. I gave it a 7. It is a free game on BGA as well, which is a nice addition. Like I said, it does play a little bit shorter, but I don't feel it's a ton of bit shorter. But overall, I liked it. Number 3 with 15 played, the Guild of Merchant Explorers. Another free game on BGA. This one was very popular a few years ago. You can see here it's rated just under 400 at 395. It's rated 7.7 as a weight of a little over 2. This one's fun because you can play it solo and it plays really well, or you can play it against 2 to 5 players. In this game, you're going to be exploring the map here. There'll be 4 different rounds you'll play. The board does kind of wipe and go away like you see here. Your villages stay behind, but you're trying to link towns together, explore these wrecks here, connect to these little monuments here, and then making sure to do these goals here. This one's a real fun game. Simple. You definitely have to plan out, okay, these are my abilities that I have left. What can I do? Where can I get to maximize your points? In 2 players, I find the goals are really strong. So if you're able to get those done first, you have a good shot of winning. My second most played game with 25 plays is SkyTeam. It is a premium game. Now, me and a buddy here have played through all of them, and now we're just going back through and going through the more difficult ones that kind of caught us up. This one's rated really high on BGG, 39th overall, 8.2, and a weight of a little over 2 as well. It is a 2-player only game. It is a co-op game where you're going to be placing dice and you're not allowed to talk. So it works really well for turn-based because you don't need to communicate anyways other than the beginning of the round. And basically you're trying to land the plane. You have to go through traffic, You have to bring down your gear, bring down your flaps, conserve fuel, and there are many different maps that you can play on. There are lots of maps to play on. There's the base game, and the expansion is pretty new. You see here, this are all the ones for the base game, but then I can click on the expansion and they added a bunch more. There's a really cool flight log that'll keep track of your record, not only with your current player, but all players you've played with. I do find it's easiest to play somebody that you know or have played with before. One of the toughest modules is called Ice Breaks. Me and my buddy, since we play quite a bit, we have this pattern down where if one of us has the 2, we will not place on tilt first. Place anywhere other. That signals to your partner that, hey, I have the 2, and therefore we're not wasting dice, because the game's all about using your dice efficiently. But if you can get a partner that you play with a lot, like I said, there's a flight log here, and you can see that we've played almost all of them. The ones we haven't played are the real time. Our game life is more turn-based, so it's worked out really well. There's one here that took us forever to beat, 9 tries before we finally beat it. But a lot of them we get through in a few tries or the first try, so on. So it's a lot of fun. If you have a partner that you play with, there's a lot of cool things. There's modules, abilities that you can get. We find that control can be really good, especially on ones where you just go straight. The working together is really strong, being able to pass dice. And then we use mastery as well. Those are pretty much the top 3 that we always use. And then my most played game with 26 times is Let's Go to Japan. This was a game last month that I played a lot in Arena, trying to bring that up. I just really love the drafting in it. It works really well. It's a lot of fun. As you can see here, the first 4 turns, you're going to get 1 of each card, and you're going to slowly put them out and plan a trip. Each day you need to plan for 3 different items to do, Tokyo and Kyoto. So you're going to want to try to group similar colors together, because if you move between the 2, you have to use a train. And if you don't have a train, you lose 2 points. And then basically the cards underneath, you're just using the top icons and the score points. And then the bottom card here, you'll actually score the bottom here. So this guy, he has 4 of the money symbols. So he'll score 2 points for each of those. So pretty good Monday. And then you see here, the last thing, if he's going to keep this one here, he wants to make sure to get 3 of the shopping and 3 of the food, so he can score the 10 points there. This one's a lot of fun, a lot of things to think about on here, but it is a pretty simple game, and it plays really quick, which is why I've played it so many times. This is probably my most played live game. Oh, that's all I got for you today. If you liked the video, like the video, and as always, good luck and have fun.